Hi, my name is Jan, and I'm the author of this book called Shifting to the Business of Life, a survival guide for young adults. And what I mean by young adults is anybody over the age of 18. That's usually when you are technically an adult, and anytime you sign a contract, you are legally bound by that contract. And you'd be surprised when you turn 18 how many people are going to throw you pieces of paper and say, here, just sign here. And you may not even realize it's a contract. I'll tell you what, before you start signing your name to things, you might want to start reading them. You would be surprised how many weird things get thrown into contracts, and all of a sudden you're blindsided by something that you didn't know about. And let me give you an example. When I was young, I went and bought my first refrigerator, and I thought I was just so cool. I got my first apartment, and I can get my first refrigerator. Very excited. But I found out it was like $600, and I thought, well, I don't have that kind of money. So the guy said, great, no problem. We're going to go ahead and we can finance it for you. I thought, cool. So I filled out some paperwork so they could check my credit and everything, and I got approved, and they came back with this contract. And I started reading it. And I'd never really seen much of a contract before. So I thought, well, I'm just going to read this. Well, they got really pissed off at me for wanting to read it. And they said, oh, you don't need to do that. It's just standard. I said, well, it's standard for you, but I've never bought a refrigerator before. So I want to read it and see what I'm signing. Well, it's a darn good thing I did that, because they had snuck in some finance charges, some administration fees. They were going to charge me 27% interest. Now, I was a kid. This was like 40 years ago when I bought the stupid refrigerator. Interest rates shouldn't have been 27%. That's crazy. So I said, well, look, I just bought a car and I only paid 3.5% interest. What's that all about? And they said, oh, well, that must be a mistake, And I said, is my credit that bad or what? And they said, no, we'll check that out. And I said, what's this administration fee here? This is like $150 for what? Oh, well, that's for just for, filling out the form. I said, seriously? I filled out the form. I filled out the application, come on. Anyway, so there were all these fees. Oh, and then there was an insurance thing to protect them in case I got hit by a bus, I guess, and couldn't pay off the loan, or in case I reneged on the loan. I said, well, okay, that's crazy. Anyway, I had them rewrite the whole stupid contract. They lowered my interest rate to like 8 or 9% or something like that, took off the admin fee, dropped the insurance, did a few other things. I don't know. So anyway, if I hadn't done that, my $600 refrigerator, oh yeah, I was going to be paying on it for like 8 years too. That's how they got the payments down to like under $20 a month or something. I also had them, since I had them change the interest rate on it and I took off all those fees, it wasn't costing me as much. I was only paying on it for like 2 years, I think, and the payments weren't going to be that much different. So really interesting lesson I learned about signing contracts. So read your contracts, no matter what you do. Other contracts you might be running into are going to be when you get a cell phone, when you buy your first car, when you rent your first apartment. A lot of times employers are having you sign contracts now, so read those as well. You need to make sure you understand completely what it is you're agreeing to. And as soon as you sign your name on the dotted line, you are legally bound to that. That means if you renege on that, or basically don't do what you promised to do with your signature there, they could come after you. They could garnish your wages. They could sue you. They could take you to small claims court. And if you don't pay, I don't know, depending on what it is you signed or agreed to, you could get thrown in jail. So I would say most important thing when you turn 18 and they start throwing all these things at you, especially this crap that comes in the mail for credit cards, read these things before you sign them, okay? Anyway, that is lesson number 1. I will tell you right up front, I am not a lawyer. I am not even a paralegal. All I know is the things that I've signed over the years and the things I've read and the things I've learned the hard way, especially on that refrigerator. That was unbelievable. So if you do have really scary legal questions, detailed things about a particular contract, call a lawyer. A lot of times they give you consultations over the phone for free. But either way, it'll be worth it, even if they charge you a few bucks for consultation. Call a lawyer. If it's just general information you need to know, feel free to email me. I'm happy with that. My email address is jan@janetmnast.com. Again, that's Jan at Janet, M as in Mary, Nast, like nasty, except without the Y, .com. Okay? I look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Bye.